Uh-oh, guys, take a look at that. AMC stock is making another move. It's currently up around 4%, which isn't that crazy. I think yesterday it was up 4% as well. But in the midst of this red day where we have the Russell down 1.2%, the Nasdaq's down 0.3%, the S&P's down 0.7%, the Dow's down 0.9%, this is actually a pretty good move for AMC. And we're actually breaking past $6 yet again. We did earlier today. Now we're trying to fight past $6 again. So in this video, we're going to do a quick update on AMC, break down the charts, talk about where I'm looking to buy, sell, do all that good stuff. And if we have time later in the video, we'll break down the overall market. So make sure you guys stick on throughout. And if you find value in the video, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Link down below. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. And if you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks, totaling 5 stocks. And if you deposit at least $1,000, guys, you get 10 more stocks on top of the 5 stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. And of course, all those links down below help out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, let's dive into it. So AMC now is up over 4%. Like I said, it was over $6 earlier in the day. Now it's right under $6. It's trying to fight back over it. And I have a feeling we will break out of 6 heading into close. I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. But at this point, by the looks of it, it might bounce off that 180 SMA. Time will tell here on the 4-hour chart. And you guys know we called out, actually, before we talk about what I called out yesterday, we have an ascending triangle forming right now on the intraday chart. Look at that. We have higher lows being made. You guys see that. But at the same time, we have a big resistance at $6 per share, which we peaked over it earlier. We hit 605, dumped under it, held a higher low. You guys see we held that uptrend. Now we're starting to test 6 again. We failed, and now we're at 597. So we have an ascending triangle here, higher lows into that $6 resistance. Now the $1 million question is, will we break $6? We might not even do it heading into close. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see. I know I said a second ago we might do it, but it could go either way. But, you know, AMC ultimately, if it breaks out of $6, whether it's today, during the day, after the market, maybe tomorrow. Either way, if we start breaking 6, that is a very good sign overall for the bulls, because now let's peel back the layers a little bit and talk about what I said yesterday, because we talked about how we had an ascending triangle forming on this 20-day chart, which now, guys, look at that, is actually playing out. The resistance that we were talking about in my video yesterday was, I believe, right around 570, 575. We clearly broke out of that today with the move past $6. Very, very good sign. And honestly, guys, AMC has been doing very well all week heading into the earnings report tomorrow, which is coming out in the morning. And mind you, we'll make a bunch more videos tomorrow breaking down the earnings, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So this is looking very good for the bulls. The fact that we broke 570, 575, this ascending triangle starting to play out. And on the 4-hour chart, look at this, guys, we have the inverse head and shoulders playing out as well, which you guys probably know, especially if you've been watching my channel. We called this out many, many times over the last couple of AMC videos. You guys can see we have the left shoulder right here, the head's right here, and we have the right shoulder right here. And now again, we're seeing that ascending triangle play out, which means the right shoulder is starting to play out in the inverse head and shoulders. And we're already above the moving averages. We already have a golden cross. So this looks really bullish in my opinion on for AMC, right? And the next target I have in the short term is 660, 675, that general range, right? That was the high from back in February and heading into March, I believe. Yeah, early March we peaked at about 675. So that's where this could be going in the short term. And don't be surprised if we do see a big spike after this company reports earnings. And mind you, it could go either way. I mean, it could dump as well very aggressively if earnings aren't good. Maybe guidance is subpar. But if we do get strong guidance, decent earnings, that could cause the stock to spike up even more. Again, 660, 675. If that level were to break, we could be going 725, maybe even higher, $8.50. That's the high from back in the end of February. Don't be surprised if we start going towards that direction. The chart sure does show that could be the case, right? And again, nothing's guaranteed. Please don't buy. Please don't do anything based on this video. But, you know, that's my honest opinion. And I don't like buying and holding stocks through earnings, especially as a trade. Sure, as a long-term investment, I buy and hold for a long time. Obviously, I'm holding through earnings, but as a trade, I don't like to do that. It's too risky for me, especially with a stock like AMC. But I'm still going to be watching it tomorrow, and maybe after earnings, I will hop in, depending on, of course, how the earnings are looking like, guidance, and how the price action, most importantly, is looking like. If it dumps aggressively, I might not get into it. But if we, cool off a little bit on some decent earnings, good guidance, and we're chopping around $5.75, $6, and maybe we start popping at that point, that could be an entry point, in my opinion, to ride it maybe towards $6.50, $6.75, and we'll see where it goes from there. So it's going to be exciting, guys. It's going to be exciting, and the reason why I don't hold through earnings, it's not because I'm a hater of AMC or I hate, stocks in general. Obviously, that's not the case. It's because earnings periods are obviously a very volatile time for stocks, especially for stocks like AMC. And personally, guys, full disclosure, I've been burned so many times in the past, and I haven't done, earnings trading in years. But when I used to do that back in the day, a couple years ago, right, I got burned a lot. Sure, I made a lot of money, but I got burned a lot as well. And since that point, I haven't really, done that. I completely got rid of that out of my trading arsenal. And it's, I might miss a move. You might miss the move if that's how you are, but it also keeps you from losing your freaking shirt, which I've lost my shirt time and time again. Trust me, guys. I've bought puts before earnings. I've bought calls. I've done some crazy stuff. And a lot of the time it works. A lot of the time it doesn't work as well. So in this case, even if it means I miss the move, miss some money, I am going to wait until after earnings, and we'll reevaluate. We'll see what the price action is looking like. So make sure you guys subscribe, and again, hit that notification bell, because tomorrow I'm going to make another AMC video to see how the earnings ended up coming out. We'll see the guidance. We'll break down the report, the price action, all that good stuff. So AMC today is doing pretty good, up 4% right now, and same with a couple other stocks. Shopify, you guys saw my video earlier on Shopify. This thing is up 25% right now when I'm filming. Unbelievable. Bed Bath & Beyond is also moving, even though they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, even though they're OTC now, over the counter, the stock is still doing pretty well, at least today, guys. I mean, tomorrow it could be dumping for all we know, but today Bed Bath & Beyond stock is up around 14%, and mind you, earlier in the day it was up way more. It was up 56%, so it has come down a good chunk, but arguably, guys, it is still holding the uptrend here. You guys can see on the 5-day, 5-minute Bed Bath & Beyond. Notice how yesterday, let me clear the drawing set very quickly, Bed Bath & Beyond stock held roughly, or rather failed at 10 cents. That was the main resistance yesterday, 10, 11 cents. And today, are you guys seeing this? We're actually holding that point as support. Let me zoom in and show you guys this. Again, 10, 11 cents, more like 10 cents. That was resistance from around 1 into close yesterday, and that's been support now for the last hour and a half here of trading. And we're also holding the 180 SMA on this 5-day, 5-minute chart, which is right by that point, the high from yesterday. So this looks like the bulls are in charge on BBBYQ, and the Q is because they're filing bankruptcy, guys. So whenever a company, is filing bankruptcy, they put a Q at the end of the ticker symbol. So essentially, that's the case, right? So BBBYQ is very interesting here. Let's see if we could, if it can hold 10, 11 cents. Now, if it falls through 10 cents, of course, that would not be good at all. And we'll see how it unfolds. Maybe I'll make another video on this stock tomorrow. So again, make sure to subscribe. And let's take a look at what's going on the overall markets very quickly. Then we'll wrap up this video. Looks like everything's about to close in the red, and what time is it? 3:53 right now, so 7 minutes left until the end of the day. We have the VIX up 8.5%, SPY's down 0.6%. Everything is in the red, guys. The Dow's down 0.8, NASDAQ's down 0.3, the Russell's down 1.1, and you guys can see the intraday low on SPY is 403, or was 403.74. Now you can argue it's starting to make a move back towards that low. Maybe. I mean, you could argue that. One thing I know for sure, though, is it's been very choppy throughout the day today. SPY went from 407 down to 403, back to 406 to almost 408. Now we're at 405. So a lot of choppiness here. Let's see how it's going to be interesting after the bell when Apple ends up reporting. That's what's really going to move the stock. and or the ETF, right? The indexes. And triple Q especially, it's going to move when Apple's earnings come out, and this has been very choppy throughout the day as well, from 315 to 318. Now it's at 316. If we pull up the 20-day chart, you guys will be able to see, actually maybe on the 10-day, that with today's move, or maybe on the 5-day. Let's pull the 5-day up. Let's try that, guys. On the 5-day, you can see we took the lows out from yesterday on triple Q. That's not the best sign. Same thing here on SPY, right? We took the lows out from yesterday. So yeah, pretty interesting day today, guys, when it comes to AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, and all these different stocks. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. And of course, guys, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Link down below. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. If you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks totaling 5 stocks. And if you deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks totaling 15 free stocks. And of course, all those links help out the channel. The Webull link, the Moomoo link, the Patreon, which if you want to check that out, you get all my charts, my ideas, and you get to join the Discord chat, see my Patreon portfolio, which I just bought another stock and the portfolio today, or more of an existing stock. So go check it out. Link down below. Join it. Ask me any questions if you want. My email is also down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll see you later.